Well, this has been a crazy event. So, quick introductions. My gamer name is Sticks and Silts of TNDM. And Ezrason was my younger brother. He was only a few years younger, but when it comes to maturity, he probably had me beat by at least a decade. To be honest, I really just want to say that your son is actually on vacation with his family somewhere, and I thought it would be the funniest prank to say he passed away. But sadly, nope. Won't be seeing that noob again. I've always believed actions speak louder than words, so I've never been much for words. I mean, look at your actions here. You came to an online memorial service type deal for someone who, at least 99% of you, have never even seen on Planetside, much less in the real world. Yet, here you came. So, thank you so much for your action to be here. Ezrason was a rare guy. He always had followed me around, helping me in my troublemaking. Part of it was probably because he was the younger sibling, but it was his nature to help others. I always gave more than he received. On one of his birthdays, when he was rather young, there were a lot of gifts for him on this particular birthday. Normally, we would only get one present for our birthdays at a time, and when he was given a second, he just handed it over to somebody else. Completely confused why he would get a second present. I would have gotten super excited about getting an extra gift, as I bet most of us would have. But he rather gave it away to somebody else. He was quite the worker and people person. Got married shortly after high school, has two really young kids. He was just getting warmed up for parenthood and life in general. So much potential. He was so young, it wasn't too uncommon for him to talk about how he would be disrespected by his coworkers and all for taking a lead position at such a young age and having to boss them around. It, it's funny how death has a way of uniting and dividing people. Here we are, united, remembering a fellow planman who is now separated from us. And I, I don't really know how to express my appreciation to everyone who has come. But, pardon the language, fuck y'all. I'd rather have my brother back than be part of such an amazing event. I'd even give up Planetside to have that noob back. But this is life, and life is chaotic. I guess it's also kind of why I like Planetside. Just a huge chaotic mess. So, how about when we have that battle afterwards, let's be sure to make it a large, chaotic mess of a war. But let's hold off until then. Dr. Race, it's all yours.
Thank you. And thank everyone else. Thank you all for coming tonight. I I wasn't planning on saying anything originally. I thought it wouldn't be my place, but I did feel very driven to help Sticks make this event happen. I told him we're gamers. We got to stick together. It's what community is all about. When we lose one of our own, even if it's someone we don't know personally, we the least we can do is pay them our respects. As I said, I didn't know Ezrason personally, so I'm not going to speak too much of him. But from what Styx has told me and what we just heard, he was a truly bright and light of an individual. It warms my heart to see so many people here tonight mourning such a sudden and tragic loss, but also celebrating the life of a fellow gamer. It's what gaming is really about, it's community. I think I speak for everyone here when I say, Styx, if your family or anyone you ever need anything, all of us stand ready. We will do whatever we can. It might not be much, but we are ready. It's something that's really hard to describe in its entirety. Gaming. It's it's a life experience that may seem odd to outsiders, but for us, or for me at least, it's a connection that goes beyond just playing a game, way beyond. Because it's not just playing a game. It's not just playing a game. It's not just some cheap flight of fancy that we use to escape our problems. It's a community. It's a place that we can choose to spend some of our allotted seconds in this life, and that choice has meaning, even if it's only to us, as do the connections we make here. These choices, these connections, they all leave behind a little piece of ourselves, like an indelible footprint that shapes the world, even if no one who follows ever knows who we were. Ezrason and many others that we have known and lost made the choice to spend their time with us on Araxis, and we honor them today. They have taken a step into the great beyond, but the footprints that they have left behind will be with us forever. Thank you.
I owe you one. Thanks. I owe you one.
Thank you both for your words. Now we shall perform Silent March in Sanctuary. I am aware that we have multiple instances of Sanctuary filled. We are in Sanctuary 1, but we will all walk together. I will ask Styx to take point in the middle behind all of the gathered people in Sanctuary 1. And once he arrives there, go all turn round and slowly, quietly make our way to the command room of Sanctuary. Here we will gather, here the Silent March will end. Oh, I will personally move instead of Styx. I hereby announce the beginning of the Silent March.
Thanks. Tango Mike. Tango Mike.
The Silent March is hereby concluded, and thereby ends the ceremony part of this night's event.
Tango Mike.
Right now, I shall seek
I owe you one.
out the most empty con.
Thanks.
Way to be soldier.
Much obliged.
Thanks.
I owe you one.
I am grateful.
Thanks. Here is mine.
Sorry.